But I want to tell our leaders today that there are some things that are limiting our struggle to have this our beautiful nation, United States of Biafra. One of the problems we have is that we are including people that don't have the same voice, that don't have the same ideology with us. These states are Delta State, Bayelsa State, Rivers State, even Bauchi, Akwa Ibom, Cross Rivers, that are included. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Obiese and Lolo. This is your brother, Obiese. I am here today because of some things that have been bothering me because of our struggle, for Biafra. We have been struggling to have our nation, our country, a blessed country called Biafra. And this struggle has been even before now. But I've been looking at it, studying the situation, how it is going to be possible, and the things that will make it possible. Because there are some things I identified, things that I think are limiting our struggle, limiting the realization of this struggle. And what I found out is that we accommodated so many people that don't have the same voice we have. So many people that don't have the ideology we have. In this struggle, if you listen to our leaders, even our leader Odugwai, who is now incarcerated by the government of Nigeria, Mazin Nandikalu, when he was being interviewed about the territory or the scope of Biafra and the states that made up Biafra, I had him mention some states that even in my mind, based on my knowledge I've had about these states, I can tell you that more than 90% of the people of that state don't even know what Biafra is, don't even have the ideology of what we are struggling for, don't even think that they belong to this country, United States of Biafra.
Biafra people, please stop disturbing yourself and stop deceiving yourself. If you want to go, you will not participate anything concerning election in Nigeria. You participate in presidency, you participate in governorship, and you still come on social media. We want to go, we want to go. Go where? If you want to go, go. Is it necessary you are along with Bayelsa? River State is free for you. Delta State is free for you. So if you want to go, leave Bayelsa alone. We are not interested on Biafra matter. So go. Go. On a agree, go. Better. Is it necessary you carry Bayelsa follow body? Bayelsa, we are not ready to follow you people. On a one go, one, on a the participate election. Governorship on a the participate. We won't go. Go. On a they go. Go the worry people for social media. Please stop deceiving yourself. I am begging you people, stop deceiving yourself.
I had Mazin Nandikano, our leader, mentioning states like Bayelsa State, River State, Delta State. He mentioned Igala, part of Bauchi State. He mentioned Cross River and even Akwa Ibom State. I will tell you, I served in Akwa Ibom State when I did my National Youth Service Corps. And people there don't even know what Biafra is. In fact, they live in a different world. They don't know what we are struggling. They are not even part of it. Sometimes I engage in conversation with some people, people where I live, where I did my service. And I can tell you boldly that these people don't know what we are struggling for. These people don't know what this country called United States of Biafra is and what we stand for. They are completely in different world. But one of the things that limit our struggle is because we don't have one mind, one voice, and unified ideology. When I watched, I will play this video, you watch it, where Nnamdi Kanu is being interviewed about the territory of Biafra. And he mentioned this test.
What is the geographical makeup of Biafra, as far as you are concerned? This Biafra that you want. So, for example, if we're doing a referendum, where will that referendum take place? Is it only the 5?
No.
It's okay.
It's on, which is River State, Bayelsa, Delta, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River,
Akwa Ibom?
And Akwa Ibom, of course.
Right.
Those are the coastal. Basically,
Bayelsa?
yes. Southeast and South without Edo State.
Without Edo State.
That's correct. And then including Ibadan, Idoma.
Right, the Benues. So the Igalas and part of the Kogi state, right? News Wike, the governor of the governor of Rivers State, made a statement, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and said, you should not be including Rivers State and the Kwere people.
I can decide for Biafrans. I have to go and vote and convince the whole world that I want Biafra. It's not for it's only one man, one vote.
But what if they're not even willing to take part in the referendum? Because I've had people from the South, for example, from Biafra. I've had people from Cross River. I think there's a famous actress, Kate Henshaw, for example, wrote a long piece about why people of the South don't want to be dragged into a place called Biafra. You're saying, regardless of what they say, you want a referendum in those parts?
Because I know the majority of the people want a referendum. I was in Iguata yesterday.
How do you know?
I was there yesterday. I was in Iguata yesterday. You call Port Harcourt. I was there yesterday. I should have been there to see what happened.
Now,
they were delighted to see me. I'm sure you know that. It's all over the place. So I'm very happy to see me. I bet Kate Henshaw wouldn't get such reception to ask you to go to the
village. A big, popular Nollywood actress. I wouldn't necessarily.
I'm telling you, if I go to her village, people will turn out to see me more than turn out to see her.
But I can tell you that these days, they don't know what Biafra is all about. They are not even interested. Most of them are not even, they are comfortable with the so-called Nigeria. And we are bringing them into our struggle. Let's look at these videos. I want you to watch this video. You will see so many people. Let's take River State as a case study. You will see some people from River State will tell you that they are not Igbos. In fact, you see the one recently from Wike, the Minister of FET Nigeria. He said, vehemently that he doesn't belong to Igbo. He doesn't know anything about Igbo. He denied Igbos. But these are people included in the fight. Some people, majority of the population of River State, because they are viable, they have everything they want, because they think that when we get this Biafra, we are going to exploit their resources. That Igbos, why we are trying to include them in the struggle is because of their oil. We are eyeing their oil, we are eyeing their resources. But that is not what Biafra stands for. That is not what we are intending to have. We are accommodating them based on the fact that they are Igbos, based on the fact that originally they are from Igbos. But unfortunately, they are thinking that what we are looking for is their resources. What we are after is their resources. And therefore, majority of them don't even think of Biafra. Don't even, in fact, identify themselves as Biafrans. Now watch this video.
Yes. And you are not an Igbo man.
Yes.
An Igbo man.
Yes.
Like you.
Yes.
A well-recognized one. Former Senate President Pro Tempore.
Yes.
The Senate Senator John Nasunabata has just been elected as the president of Ohanis Indigo.
Yes.
A pan-Igbo social organization.
Yes.
Has that made to be an Igbo man? Or every Igbo man?
No. I'm a typical man. I'm not an Igbo. Listen, get it clear. I have no problem with Igbo people, and I have no problem with them. I'm associated with Igbo people. The main fight, we're all in Southeastern Nigeria. The main fight we're in Northern Nigeria doesn't make an Hausa man. Doesn't make an Fulani man. Doesn't make a Kanuri person. Doesn't make not a thief person. The main fight is for similarities. The languages are close. Doesn't make you that you are so different. I mean, what is all this thing? Senator Nasunabata has a right to associate with whoever you want to associate. As Ezewo, yes, okay. I don't repentable Igbo man. I don't repentable Igbo man. I'm not an Igbo man.
Okay, but are you happy that an Igbo man is a president?
Please, I'm not a member of Ohanese. So what I'm not a member, how can you tell me? I don't know what they are doing there.
He's a kinsman. But I prefer now your kinsman is the chairman.
What benefit will I die? Something I'm not a member of. You know what is there. You know why you are there. You know the benefit that will accrue to you. So if it's going to be good, okay. But as Abadikore, they have spoken. Abadikore have said, can't us add. And where Abadikore is where I am. I will never, for anything, no matter the disadvantage. Some of my friends is going to tell me, don't talk on this, I don't talk about, by a position. I say, so, because of politics. I will deny my identity. Because I'm from a minority, I will not do that one. I will never deny my identity simply because I want to be recognized, to be majority. I will not do it.
Are you happy for him?
If he's happy, why would I say I'm not for you? Why would I say it? If that is okay, but for me, as a honor man, as a very person, I am where I am.
That video you watched is the FCT Minister Wike denying Igbos. And again, I want you to watch this video from Asari Dokubo. You see, Asari Dokubo, sometimes he will tell you that he is Igbo. He belongs to Igbo. In fact, he will mention his origin and trace himself from Igbos, means that they belong to Biafra. But in some cases, you see him denying, in fact, orchestrating killings in Biafran land. But these are the people that we include in this struggle. Watch him.
I am Etiabali today. Etiabali is an Igbo man. He's from Obom in Abam. He's from Obom in Abam. From there, his family went to Obosi in Anambra State before they came to New Calabar. He's an Igbo man. I am Etiabali. So when somebody says Igbo, no, I am, yes. The name I answered today, the stool on which I sit today, which was created as one of the first working houses to be created, in fact, among the first 5 to be created in Calabar land. Etiabali became the richest man of his time. He's an Igbo man, 100%. And he never denied being an Igbo man. So I, his worthy descendant, will not deny. I have my disagreement with Igbo, but I cannot. So also is bricks. So also is Oswald. Young bricks, Oswald. Etiabali. My father, Wananako. These are all Igbo men. Uzoma. Elebike. Elebuke. Odikadibia. David Wells. Elebuke Wells. These are all Igbos. Let nobody come and be denying that, hey, we are not Igbos, we are not this, we are not that. It's a lie. These people are Igbos. They're Igbos. So slave trade brought enormous wealth, and it also brought some sort of destabilization. It destabilized the society because some people brought with them so many things. The population of the Ijaw people in Kalabara and in Boni was overwhelmed by inflow of Igbo and Ibibio influence. But more of Igbo. Why Kalabari was able to totally assimilate all others who came in contact with them, Boni was not able to do so. Okrika was not able to do so. That's why you go to Ganama or Akadama. These places, they are speaking Igbos. But in Kalabari, no Kalabari community speaks Igbo. In fact, even people they brought from Igbo yesterday, after today, they find it difficult to speak Igbo. So, like I said, I am historical correction officer. We have to tell our children our history, true, and leave this falsehood. Tell our history. We should not be ashamed of who we are. We should not be ashamed of who we are. It's not because somebody is making claim we are going to deny because a man is making claim. Whether people make claim or not, that's their bloody business. That will not stop us from saying that this is what we are, who we are. And we stand up to who we are. We keep record of who we are. We tell the world who we are. We stand so that from that we can draw our strength. We can become who we really are. Today everybody is fabricating. Everybody is doing this. Why the fabrication?
Okay, that video he watched is Asari Doku, but we all know him. Now, let's look at there is an interview I want you to listen to. Look at this video I want to play now is someone being interviewed by Ebukobi, the evangelist Ebukobi. He interviewed them based on where River State people belong, whether they are Igbos or not Igbos. But look at what the man said.
Before the war, when you go to Port Harcourt, let me take Port Harcourt as an example. You have Umokuru, Umobase, Umo. But immediately after the war, they now change the name from Umo to Rumu, because they had issues that they were unable to settle during the war with the Igbos. They felt that they were cheated in the course of the war. They now decided to make little amendment. But from my own side, which is in Ndone, we remain Igbo and we bear the name. And when you come to our tradition, Ibiana Ndone, Aina Piamangu, Kande, Anambra, Imo, we have our masquerade. And in our culture, the masquerade depicts our ancestral being. They use it to make laws in those days. And these are, if you are not from Igbo land, how do you have that masquerade? Now, I have two names that are Igbo names. Ikechukwu, Afamefuna. Now, if you have that name, that traditional name, and you stand to say you are not an Igbo man, it tells you are not telling yourself the truth. Now, when you go to Ndone, typical example, we have Peter Odili. He was the former governor of River State. Okay. We have Chief Victor Ifeanyi Chukwu Enebeli, Odili, sorry. He is the owner of a Brawa shipping line. So we identify ourselves as Igbos. I stand to say I am an Igbo man. I'm one Igbo.
You know, to me, it's the right time for we to begin to tell ourselves the truth. You know, the most shameful thing on earth will be somebody trying to deny his ancestors because of whatever being the benefits anyone wants to have tomorrow. You know, I was not there during the war. Most of these places today that are, like if you go to Delta North today, example from Asaba, Ibuzo, Obashuku, Obuluku, Iseluku, these are Igbo communities. You see, they are giving their children Efunanya, Chibi,
yes,
Chukwebuka, you know, exactly the culture. They believe in 4 Igbo market days.
Of course, Oye, Afo, Nkwo.
You know, when somebody believes in Igbo 4 market days, the same way the 5 states believe, the masquerade is the same way. Like in Delta North, the name of their king is Obi. Obi of this. Obi is not Yoruba name. Obi is not Hausa name. No. Obi is not Benin name.
It is not a Urobo name.
It's not a Yoruba name.
Not a John name.
It's not a John name.
Not a Fik name.
It's not a Fik name.
Yes.
Obi is Igbo name. Like me and I talking, my son name is Obi. So, you know, some of them in Delta North, few of them says, we come from Benin. If you come from Benin, why are you not answering Benin name? Why are you answering Igbo name? I would say I'm very proud of him because being a River State man, mentioning his name, Igbo name, and he's also speaking Igbo. I'm hearing him, he's hearing me. It's a shameful thing for someone to deny his ancestors just because of benefit. I heard that after the war, some people from that riverine area, they tried to change their identity in order to be favored by the federal government. You know, after the war, there was this Igbo people are somehow segregated. So for you to fit in the country that time, you have to deny whom you are.
To be able to get a benefit.
So to be able to get a benefit. And
man, I can draw that benefit I need now. The benefit.
Where is it now? Even you divide and rule. Now, if you check, how many of them were all you well?
Okay. Okay, this is very, very interesting. Are you still there? This is Sarah.
Thank you for watching that video. This video will tell you that originally people from River State, they are Igbos. But what happens this time around, in fact, even since we have been struggling since we have been struggling, these people don't identify themselves as Igbos, as Biafrans. They don't have the same ideology we have. In fact, somebody that can come out and deny his identity, somebody that can come out and deny his root, somebody that can come out and deny his origin. They know their reasons, I don't know. But I want to tell our leaders today that there are some things that are limiting our struggle to have this our beautiful nation, United States of Biafra. One of the problems we have is that we are including people that don't have the same voice, that don't have the same ideology with us. These states are Delta State, Bayelsa State, Rivers State, even Bauchi, Akwa Ibom, Cross Rivers, that are included. In fact, these people, majority, in fact, more than 90% of this population, they don't agree with us. They don't agree with us. In my mind, what made up Biafra are 5 states. And these 5 states, they are Imo State, Abia State, Anambra State, Enugu State, and the Ebonyi State. They are the people that more than 90% of this population, they have that ideology and they are Igbos. And if we fight with these people, if we fight with their support, if we know and fight with one voice from this particular 5 states, I think by now we may have actualized this nation called Biafra. There is something I want to read out to you. There are some things that matter a lot. So I will read that from my phone and you reason it and you understand my point clearly. Let's look at Bible, Genesis chapter 11 from verse 4. When people gather, they want to build house to heaven where God dwells. Then I will tell you what frustrated them and what scattered them. Verse 4, Genesis chapter 11, 4 said, and they say, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole world. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one. The people is one, and they have all one language, one ideology, one mindset. And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. There is nothing, that will stop these people. There is nothing that will stop. Even God was confessing that the way these people have the same mind, the way they have the same language, the way they have the same ideology, there is nothing that will stop them. So what God did to stop them was that, verse 7, he said, and the Lord said, behold, verse 7, go to, let us go down, and they confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So God has to put different ideology, different languages among them in order to scatter them, so that their vision to build house to where he dwells will not be actualized. So one of the things that hinder the vision of Biafra today not being realized is that we included people that don't have the same voice with us. We included people that don't have the same ideology with us. In fact, people that will betray us. We have been, talking about referendum, calling federal government to give us referendum. The referendum we are calling for is, to get votes, to get voices that will support Biafra. Now, if you include these people, Bayelsa State, Delta State, River State, Bauchi, Delta, some part of Bauchi, some part of Kogi, that you think they are Igbos by origin. They will betray you. In fact, they will come in the referendum and tell you that they are comfortable with Nigeria. They want to remain in Nigeria. All our effort will be truncated and frustrated. These people, they don't have the same ideology with us. But I want to bring this clarification to our leaders. Biafra simply are 5 states, and that 5 states are Imo State, Abia, Anambra State, Enugu, and Ebonyi State. And I can tell you that this population, the population of these states coming together, is more than many nations that are on their own today as countries. I will give you an example. The totality of these states in Southeast is about 22 million, as at when the last census was done. But not now, it's about 30 million people today southeast region. They have population of about 30 million people today. Then check the land mass. The totality of land mass of southeast is about 29,000 square kilometers. Now, when you compare these characteristics with other nations that are on their own today doing very well, you will find out that we are more than many nations. For instance, in this United Kingdom, a country called Wales, we are more than, in fact, we have more land mass than Wales and more population. Wales' population is about 3.1 million people, but we are more than 25 million people. Now consider Northern Ireland, which is a country on its own. Northern Ireland has about 1.9 million people. There are some countries I wrote down here, at least to give you an example that we are more than expectation. So, and this, for you to know that there is no need to include these people that don't have the same voice with us. We have countries like Andorra. Andorra is about 468 kilometers square in land mass, and the population is about 79,000 people. I mean 79,000, not even million, but it's a country today. We have St. Lucia that has about 238 square kilometer land mass. Then the population is about 180,000 people. 180,000. But our own is more than 25 million people. Let's look at countries that even our people are migrating to find good pasture. They are very small compared to Biafra. So that you will not see any need to include people that will betray us. And that's why we keep struggling to have this vision realized. We have country like Kuwait. Kuwait is a very rich country where people struggle to go and make a living. Kuwait has about 17,828 square kilometers in land mass, 4.8 million people. Even Imo State is even higher in population than Kuwait. But it's a nation, it's a viable nation today. Not even close to 25 million we are. I mean Kuwait as a country. Albania, about 2.7 million people. Then we have Montenegro, about 620,000 people, not even up to 1 million. But it's a country today. Look at Albania. Albania has about 28,745 kilometers square in land mass, not even up to 29,000 we have. And their population, they are about 2.7 million people. 2.7 million people, and it's a nation. They have been doing well for ages. So why do we include people that will betray us? People that don't have ideology. What are we looking for in this stage? Look at Lebanon. Lebanon has about 5.3 million people with land mass of 10,000 square kilometers. And many more. Guinea-Bissau. So there are many. You can browse. So with this, you find out that Igbos, Southeast is more than enough to be a nation. If we really want to achieve this vision of having our country, United States of Biafra, without betrayal, we need to look down on our territory. We need to carry out a survey within the Southeast. You will find out that we are more than enough. It looks laughable when our leaders are being interviewed and they are asked which states made up Biafra. You hear them mentioning Bayelsa. You hear them mentioning Akwa Ibom. You hear them mentioning Cross River. You don't know what Biafra is. You don't know that we are struggling for something. These people are comfortable with Nigeria. You don't bring them into our struggle. They are not part of us. And that is why we keep struggling. They will be, even if you have a referendum today, they will betray you. Even those people in diaspora, people from these regions, from these states that are in diaspora, they don't even know what Biafra is. They don't talk about it. So bringing them into our struggle, I know actually it will bring betrayal. Biafra is made up of 5 states in Nigeria, and they are Imo, Abia, Anambra State, Enugu, and Ebonyi State. Some people, yes, we know Delta Igbo. Yes, they speak Igbo. But do they talk about Biafra? Do they know that they want to Do they know the ideology we have? Do they have the same ideology? That is the problem. So this is one of the problems we have in this struggle. And I will keep updating you on different challenges we are facing so that we know how to conquer it. We shape our mind so that we know what we are looking for. If we have one voice, we will build a tower, just like these people gathered to build a tower, where they will build it to the extent that it gets to where God is. But God has to scatter their language. You see that mindset? That is what we need to have Biafra. Biafra is a blessed nation. Biafra is a blessed country, United States of Biafra. And so many people today in these states I mentioned, Abia, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Anambra State, they know that they are Biafrans. If you ask them in their closest, they will tell you, this country, Nigeria, we don't belong there. If not intimidations everywhere. In fact, everyone will be having a Biafran flag in his shop and in his room, if not intimidation. So because they know, and they know where they belong. So exclude these states from the struggle. Abaibom or River State, Cross River. Remove them. They are not in fact, they will betray us. The struggle for Biafra is not about resources. It's not about natural minerals you have, natural deposit that God bless. The struggle of Biafra is beyond natural resources. There is no country of the world today, even the poorest countries, that are not surviving. Even countries that don't have any natural deposit, they are surviving through international interaction and economic interaction. Even if you give Imo State a country today, Imo State will survive as a state, as a country. In fact, you will see China, Japan, many developed countries coming in to invest. That is how a successful country runs. Provided you have security, countries are willing to come in to invest and to develop the place. So we are not after resources, just like people from River State are thinking that we are coming to take what God bless them with. Yeah, the struggle of Biafra is more than natural resources. So, my people, let us shape our mind. Subscribe to this channel. We'll be talking about things that are affecting our struggle, and I will bring in the next episode will be the concept of our politicians and why we are struggling in the aspect of our politicians. Then you have your own opinion, you comment, give suggestions, we will talk about it. I would like you to comment, share this video, and tell your friends to subscribe. And you also help me subscribe. Let's grow this page together. I will bring to you good updates that will help us in different areas of life. Thank you for being with us. This is still a busy brother. Thank you, and God bless you.